Welcome to Mujeres Unscripted, where we amplify the voices of women through unique stories and shared identities. We're Christina,
And Renee.
and each week we dive into candid conversations about culture, career, and personal growth.
Join us as we celebrate the strength and resilience that connects us all. This
It's
is
Mujeres
Mujeres Unscripted. All right, welcome everybody. This is
Hi,
Renee.
everyone. And Christina.
We're so excited to have you guys here for our very number 4 episode.
And during our Thanksgiving break.
Yes, I'm so excited for this break. I don't know about you. I know some of y'all are like, oh man, I got my kids at home now. But
My
I am
my cortisone levels are mellow right now. I'm like, my shoulders aren't tense. I'm like, I needed this so bad.
Yeah. Even waking up at even though so normal day I wake up like at 6:20. Even just to wake up at 7:30, it was just like oh.
What a major difference. Just knowing that I don't have to get up, I don't have to get ready. I can sleep in, sleeping in for us. And I'm sure, like you just said, I'm sleeping until 8 o'clock. That's the latest, so I'm still waking up, but just to enjoy that, that quiet, not rushed.
And being
It feels
waking up
good.
naturally
Yeah.
without an alarm clock. That is the
Yeah.
best. Well,
I agree.
it is Turkey Week. It is Turkey Week.
The choices we have to make.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm always gonna throw in my type 2. For type 2 diabetics, it's so many choices we have to make and decisions like on the moment kind of things like, am I gonna have dessert this season? I don't know. I'm gonna play it by ear.
I might just have a little pinch of a crust.
Maybe. Un cachito here and there, right? And we'll see. We'll see how it works. I'm not cooking, so.
Ooh, not cooking. I'm not cooking either. I'm not cooking.
No, he was sharing the menu with me yesterday, and I was like,
Oh
wow, I'm glad you decided. I'm good. I'm good with it. Like, great.
Well, we've tried doing the turkey stuff in the past, and we have so much left over. The kids don't really like turkey. They don't like the stuffing. They don't like a lot of the foods in a traditional Thanksgiving meal. So,
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, because of the history behind it, is not as Thanksgiving-y as it used to be when you and I were younger. So,
Right.
so for us, it's not that major of a deal. So normally it's just we'll just buy like wings and pizza to watch the football game. I know,
There you go.
but
What's more American than
I know, right? Especially because the great Cowboys play. Sorry,
well,
I could say
they just
that
won
with
a
the
game.
same phrase.
They just won a game. We were surprised on our way back from Frisco yesterday, and we're just like, hey, did you hear? What? The Cowboys won.
Yeah,
And
we
we were just
actually
like,
we saw the
okay.
game. The game was crazy. The
Mm.
last like 5 minutes of the game was like super ridiculous crazy, but his team won, my team won, so it was a good day. His team
Oh, my
plays.
team won.
Who's
Like
your
my
team?
Chiefs won, so I'm happy.
Oh yeah.
We don't talk about the Chiefs here.
Well, no, my only issue with the Chiefs is I'm so glad they lost that game, so my Dolphins can be the only undefeated team ever in NFL history.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We had to. We had to. At some point, the Chiefs were going to lose a game. It was that one. That's fine.
As a Dolphin fan, towards the beginning of the season, we're good. And then like we start noticing around week 9, okay, who has not lost? Because we need to throw some bad juju their way so that they can lose so we can keep our
It's okay.
title.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're like,
We're
as long as they win
10-1.
the Super Bowl.
Chiefs are 10-1. I'm happy with those stats. So
Hey,
not a lot of teams can say that.
No,
So,
no. Especially my team, but my quarterback likes to get a head concussions and
yeah.
get put out for a couple weeks. So, you
And
know.
that's our extent of football, y'all. I mean, at least for me, I'm like, I know why I'm going for the Chiefs. I know why Dallas and I have a very love-hate relationship right now. I that's all I know. But start breaking down stats. I'm not that girl, but I'm just glad that the Chiefs are winning. So
I'm good enough to be in a fantasy football. I'm
see,
good
you
enough
can do
to
that.
I can do that because I do pay attention to the stats and I listen to sports radio. I'm a sport person. I don't physically like to play sports, but I love to watch. I actually love hockey. Hockey is
Yeah.
just I love and it's different live.
Huh.
Have you ever been to a hockey game live?
I've been to one hockey game and that was it for me. Yeah. I was like, all right, not ice. Guys on guys on ice.
Well, when I was at UNT, I worked for housing, and a friend of mine worked for housing too, and she would get tickets for some of the games, from random people. She had nice friends, and these would be platinum level. But
Nice.
this was at your Reunion Arena. AAC hadn't come into play yet.
Oh,
But
well,
still,
okay.
platinum seats, it freaked me out the first time that we went to this place. We had our special parking and we had our special entrance and all this kind of stuff. And I was like,
That's
man, I could
cool.
live this life.
Yeah, it's VIP status.
And then you have a waitress coming asking you, and I was like, oh, why, yes, I would like a Coke. Thank you. I mean? It kind of threw me off. And then the game started, and there's just like a different vibe. Like from TV, yeah, it's fun, but to actually be there, singing the national anthem, yelling stars, that's a pretty
That's cool.
cool.
Mavs games, I'll attend Mavs games. Those tickets are easier to come by for us. So when we get tickets, free
Okay,
tickets, I'm there. I'm there for the Mavs. It doesn't
so
matter where
we
I'm sitting.
we just happened to look at tickets for the Cowboys, and there's some for like $25.
Maybe maybe this is the best time for me to go. I've never been to a Cowboy game, so
I've been to one at Texas Stadium.
mm-hmm.
We went the season right before they tore it down. And so I got to
Mm-hmm.
see it then, but my husband was like, well, this is what needs to happen. Jerry Jones doesn't listen to their voices. If they start not spending money, maybe he'll spend money for players. So we'll see.
Maybe. Yeah.
But getting back to Turkey Week, let's bring it on
Woohoo!
back to Turkey Week. I got some turkey trivia
Turkey trivia for me.
for you. Yes, for
For our
you.
audience. Okay.
For you and our audience, because I will give about 15 seconds. Is that good for you after the question to give you to answer?
Okay.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me get my timer on my phone. Oh, that's minutes. No, we need seconds. Sometimes I feel like a boomer generation when it comes to technology because I can't see.
No, if we've gotten this far with this podcast business, I think we're good.
Okay.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Thanks. You too, man. Thanks. You too. All right. Question number one. And no Googling. No
Okay.
Googling.
Yeah, boomer. Okay, come on.
Unless you want to pull up your Encyclopedia Britannica old school.
I won't admit to anything. So go ahead.
All right. According to Lending Tree,
Mm.
how many guests on average do Thanksgiving hosts expect to serve?
Can I give you an average? I'm gonna say between 6 and 9.
Ooh. I'm letting
That's
our
close.
viewers think right there.
Okay.
It is 11.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I remember, going through because Thanksgiving my mom hosted all the time, and I'm like, if you add up all my uncles and their kids, it kind of the number
Yeah.
increases there. Yeah, I mean, shoot, look at my family alone. We have 11 with just my kids and
I
grandkids.
yeah, I guess since my family's gotten smaller,
Yeah.
I don't anticipate a lot of folks.
Okay. Question number 2.
Number two.
Are pumpkins technically a fruit or a
Ooh,
vegetable?
I've heard this. It is a vegetable because it reminds me of a squash,
Okay.
reminds me of a potato, it's all those connections.
It is a fruit.
No.
Yes, it's a
Wow.
fruit.
It's a fruit, y'all. Okay. I'm getting
There you go. Okay.
I'm
So
learning something new.
this one's got some history to it. So maybe you can get your history brain working. Which US president was the first to officially pardon a turkey?
Whoa. Am I at, I'm on the timer here?
Yeah.
Mm, mm, Which one pardoned the turkey
Officially.
officially?
Oh, there's your timer.
Uh-oh. Washington.
Actually, no. George H.W. Bush.
Oh. Holy shit.
I guess there had been presidents that had said we're going to save this one, but this one he in 1989, so this is Daddy Bush, he actually presented a presidential pardon to a fine
Mm,
Tom turkey, and it's been an annual tradition ever since. So it was unofficial before Dad
okay.
Bush, and then it became official with
Mm,
his presidential pardon.
Gotcha. Okay. Mhm.
Okay. All right, here we
This
go.
is not
Question.
part of the curriculum,
No.
parents. So I don't know it.
Okay.
She teaches our kids. No, not part
Not this.
of the
We
curriculum.
don't teach this. We might teach this one. Which U.S. founding father famously referred to turkeys as a bird of courage? And I'll give you a hint.
Founding father.
Mhm.
Hmm, I'm gonna say Thomas Jefferson.
No.
No. Hmm,
Benjamin Franklin.
I was close.
Yes, you were
I
in the
was close to
realm.
that group.
You were in the realm. Yes. Okay, last question. Last question. You'll get one of these. I know you'll get one of these because it's a two answer question.
Okay.
Okay. Which two
Okay.
NFL teams have played a game on Thanksgiving Day since 1966?
You can't see my excitement right now, but the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys is one. There's one other one.
And back then they were called the Redskins. Am I right? Am I right?
Actually, I was stunned at this one. The Detroit Lions.
The Lions.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Well, I mean, because I don't think we played the.
Redskins and
I don't think
Cowboys.
we played the Redskins every. Because I know I went to a halftime show and they were playing the Dolphins, so it wasn't every year.
Okay,
So
okay. All
yeah.
right.
So
50%.
thankfully, we don't teach just Thanksgiving facts for for history.
But yeah, I don't teach football. I don't coach football. I told you I wasn't. I'm not in the stats business.
Oh man. Oh man. But what are a couple things you're thankful for this year?
Thankful. Believe it or I'm thankful for work, right?
Hmm.
I mean, I'm always thankful for having a good job. Uh, I'm thankful for the people I work with. I have a really good team, both
Hi,
in the
hello, that's me. I'm
U.S.
part of that.
Yeah, the history department and my design thinking team. So I have good people, and
Part of both.
so yeah, and just having a good, warm, cozy home. So yeah, it's working out. How about yourself?
Um, again, I will agree. Thankful for the job, because I know that
Right.
at this time of year and this time of climate that we're in, it's sometimes
Mhm.
it's hard to come by. I'm thankful that I have, even though raising a parent is hard, I'm
Mm.
thankful that my dad, is here with me,
Good.
really with me. He's right in the other room. But so that I can keep an eye on him and make sure he's okay. And, that's one less stress I have to have in my life since he's right here. And
Yeah.
then my family, you know, the all of my kiddos and grandbabies, we'll get a message from the older ones, and they'll have a picture of the baby, and it's just, you can't help what kind of mood you're in. He's like, there's a baby smiling. I have to smile. So
Yeah.
so yeah, that's what I'm thankful for.
Now I know some going into the holidays sometimes gets me a little,
Oh yeah.
down and a little sad. My mother and my sister and my dad can't be here, and I'm just I always get a little, but it's like I have to have a moment, even like this morning, I just have to have a moment where I could just let things go, some emotions go, and just so that I don't um take that into the holidays, because I don't want to be that person sitting in the corner and being sad and upset, and so I like to take moments like our holiday break to just decompress and think of my family. And yeah, I wish they were here, and I wish moments where things could be different, but um, I know that it's healthy when I do that, and I don't
Yeah.
take it going into the holidays. And, we're going to be spending time in the kitchen around other family members, and I don't want to bring them down,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
definitely make it a point to kind of just, just let flush out that energy, and
Hmm.
those moments of, of just sadness, and let them go and release it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's, oh, go
I
ahead.
know holidays can be my mom, Thanksgiving was her holiday. No
Mm,
matter where, Christmas we would alternate between my uncles and her brothers and our house, but Thanksgiving was always at our house. So, the memories of cleaning and setting everything up, because that's when the fine china would come out and stuff like that, and so I have those memories. And then unfortunately she passed away this month on the 29th, so they kind of run together, which
mm-hmm,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because then I just have all of it at one time instead of having it at different times of the year. Like it could have been March when she passed, and then I still have to mourn in November. But I guess that's a thankful thing. I guess that they're together enough so that I just have that one time of like you said, release.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
We go and put her favorite flower was the poinsettia, so we go and put that on her on her graveside and spend some time
Mm-hmm.
out there with her, and the kiddos out there with her and everything. Take
That's
some
good.
music out there for her to,
Mm-hmm.
so she can
Yeah.
cross the bridge like on Coco and
Hey. Yeah.
not
So I
be
guess my
forgotten.
question was going to be to, not just you, but because you just mentioned some of those activities, I guess a question to anyone, our followers is, what is your go-to stress activity during these months? If you're feeling stressed because of work or because you've lost someone, just like Renee and I have, what are your go-to de-stress activities, right? Um, to just decompress and, try to enjoy the holidays, right? So
So like I
just
said,
putting it out there.
I do release, but then I go dance like it's the 99 2000s and get all that just out of my body. I'll go to the other room. I
I have
call it my
already put in, I'm with you, Renee. I've already put in that request for Armando. I'm like, we're gonna have to go dancing.
yeah.
Sorry. Sometime either this break or Christmas break, because I need to get my groove on.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I gotta go work out. I can feel it coming, and then I'll go work out. I'll put all the old club music from the late
There you go.
90s, early 2000s, and just have me a good old time in my club, in my room by myself.
You have to.
Dance like no one's watching. Yeah.
You have to. You have to. Oh, well, my sister-in-law, I don't know, my mother-in-law had said because they wanted to do something over the holidays as a family, right?
Mhm.
Oh, let's read a book. Oh, what book? And so my mother-in-law had suggested one, and it sounded like a Roman Russian story, and
Oh, you said
right
read a
away,
book.
yeah, to read a book, kind of like a book
Okay.
club, right?
I don't know what happened in my head. I thought you said write a book. And I was like, they're going to spend a whole week writing a book. So, okay, I misheard. My apologies.
No
Due to
worries.
my, we're on Zoom today. I'm not feeling well. And I
Yeah.
wanted it to keep my illness to myself. So sorry, we're on Zoom. So if it sounds different and you heard right also, it's because of that. So, okay, you're reading a book.
So no, they suggest she suggested reading a book and a particular author, a particular, story. And right away, once I heard it, Russian author, I was
No.
like, nah, not for me, and I quickly checked out of that activity for the holidays. And uh, they had their first Zoom call yesterday at my
Uh-huh.
mother-in-law's, and the more I kept hearing what the assignments, it no longer sounded like a book club.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, that's a class. That's a Russian author's class. I'm glad I checked out. And even on the Zoom call, she's like, Christina, did you? No, I'm good.
You
Thanks.
know,
But
I read
no,
Tolstoy in college. I'm good. Never again will I read Tolstoy.
excerpts. I read them.
Oh,
Okay. I watched some films, Russian films, sure,
I saw Anna Karenina.
There you go. I don't need to go read the book. And I've seen how thick that book is. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
And so,
This is my break.
so I came home and Armand, and I'm already in bed and I'm reading my book, right?
Yeah.
It's, and so, and I'm like, so I looked over to him. I'm like, so when are you going to start? Right? He's like, oh, we're going to have to go to books to Half Price tomorrow because I need to start. I need to read 130 some pages by Friday. And I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
yeah, no. So instead of like decompressing, he's gonna be stressing
Just,
out to get this book read.
yeah. Wow. Well,
I'm
did you
not
know Half Price is closed in Cedar Hill?
in Cedar Hill.
Yeah.
They closed. Oh, we go to
Yeah.
the one on North Park, or yeah, across
Northwest
from
Highway. That's we
Northwest
go to the
Highway.
big one. Yeah, we go to that
Mhm.
one too. But if we had like a rush job and we couldn't, because traffic from here to over there is crazy. So some days we would
Oh.
go to the Cedar Hill one.
I'm
But
wondering, did they move to the new Redbird? Because they're revitalizing
oh
Redbird
yeah,
out there.
I
I
went
don't know,
by.
some of you listeners, I don't know if I drove by there and I was amazed by all the revitalization that's going on over there. And I was like, wow. So maybe
We went
they're
by
in
there.
there.
We haven't been inside, but just
Oh,
driving around, it reminded me of the old Redbird from the 80s, like
mhm.
how vibrant and light it was compared to when it was
There's so
Southwest
many
Center Mall.
lights out there.
Yes, and the
It just seems,
decorations. They have
yeah,
decorations
it
now.
felt like North Park, right? Like
Yeah,
you
that
can
vibe.
walk in the parking lot at North Park, and I was just like, wow, this is nice. There's a
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, a Starbucks.
Starbucks.
It's come
Hmm.
back because it was gone for a while and it's come back. So, hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it looked really, really, really nice.
Mhm.
I remember we used to go to um Redbird all the time. My sister worked at Corn Dog,
Ah,
the Fletcher's Corn Dog there.
oh,
Um and then we'd go to Wyatt's to wait for her.
the cafeteria,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
No disrespect to Luby's. Luby's is great,
No,
but in
no,
my
no,
opinion
no.
though, Wyatt's was so much better than
But that was back in the day, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
mm, no,
Yeah.
I enjoyed grabbing a tray and rolling it down.
Hmm.
I don't know, picking your food.
I remember we were there one time and my grandma was living with us, my dad's mom, yeah, ma. And they had the ladies, the viejitas that would walk around and be like, tea, coffee,
Yeah.
water. My dad was like, hey, you can work here. You just have a sign say point to what you want, cause she didn't know English. And my grandma just look at him like, boy, please. But yeah, every time we took
Mm.
her to Wyatt's, my dad made that joke, like, you sure you don't want to work here? We can make you a sign. So my grandma's like, I'm 80 years old. No, that's not happening.
Leave her alone.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm excited for the parade. Do you watch the Thanksgiving parade?
Yeah, baby. If it's on TV, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know. I'm one of those, like, I would have to be there to really enjoy it.
So that's one tradition that my 14-year-old boy still enjoys
Mm.
watching.
Oh,
So
that's sweet.
even though I might be like, I really don't want to watch this parade, I'm like, I don't know how much time he's gonna want to sit with his mom and watch. He likes the balloons. He's a
Yeah.
big Garfield fan, so he always likes when the Garfield balloon comes out and he gets so excited. So, I don't know how many more years I have with the boy to sit and hang out with his mom, so I'll take that. And then we all watch the dog show.
I, not Diego and I have our shows that we watch, but we try to keep those on the DL. But it's good conversation, because we'll wake up in the morning on our way to work or way to school, and we'll talk about the episode, and so it's really nice to have those moments with your boy, because mine's, he's 17, and you're right, you don't know how much time you have. Oh, don't get me started. No,
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna do this. No, I know.
But
You're
while,
so
while she's
petite.
verklimping over there, I will say congrats to him. He made swim captain. Congrats to
Woo-hoo.
him.
He's so wonderful. So yeah, we're excited. We're excited by, just by what he's been able to do and
Mhm.
accomplish, and so we're just happy.
Yeah,
He's happy, and I'm
that's
happy.
that's that's so awesome. When I saw that picture, I was like, so
I know. Yeah, it happens. They
yeah,
grow up, they shape, they become these different human beings, and so. But I'm thankful for him for sure.
yeah. So I am. Maybe that's another thing I need to be thankful for, the little pockets of time I still have with them. The little two, they still
There
want
you
to
go.
hang out with mommy, but the older two, once they become a teenager, the moodiness. So I'm thankful for the little pockets of time um, that we still have with them. I know Zoom's telling me it's time. It's been 35 minutes. Okay, Zoom, we get you. If you don't know, Zoom now has a timer. Now that
Yeah,
the pandemic is over, it now has a timer on it, and so it
yeah,
keeps us
and then you'll
out.
have to pay for it, right? I mean, so yeah,
I mean, we
everyone
yeah,
is trying to
we
make their money.
yeah, so but I hope you guys have an awesome Thanksgiving. To the fellow teachers out there, or those of you that have the whole week off, enjoy it, get rest.
Every minute. Get dressed or don't get dressed, enjoy it, relax, decompress, find your activities to do, you know, because when we get back, right? Oh, it's testing season. So get yourselves prepared, teachers, colleagues.
Yes,
But come back relaxed and ready to go.
awesome sauce. We'll talk to y'all next Monday.
Bye
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.